You fucking idiot. You're gonna do it on the official overview page, right?
Yeah.
Normal, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, definitely.
we are live right now. Yes, we've got
On
it.
Facebook.
We've got it. Yes, we are on.
Fucking
I'm gonna try and
sick.
get it out. I've got a really dodgy setup here because I don't know about you. I've got two screens and a phone, and we got Discord and Facebook going. So trying to like juggle all this is something
Yeah, yeah.
something quite interesting.
Cool.
Yes, we're on. All right, I can see it. It looks all right.
Sick.
So, should we wait for it? Should we wait for it to populate a little bit?
Yeah.
Hello to everyone joining. Hello to everyone joining.
Hello.
You are watching the first ever overview live, which
Overview fuckcast.
overview. We're trying to sort of see whether or not this works. Cast. I need to.
Hello, Ollie.
Hello, Ollie.
5 people watching.
We got 5 people.
Fucking
Yeah. Look, I can see it. Look, I can see it. It's live. Look, you can see. Look, there's us.
fucking sick.
All right. Well, we probably should do like some sort of professional.
Introduction.
Hello, Casper.
Hello.
Wait. Let's roll it back.
Hello, Mr. Overview.
Wait, let's roll this back. Hello, people, and welcome to the first ever overview interview, number 1 with myself, Peter Piper, aka Energy, aka Mr. Overview, and I'm joined by a very special guest today, Mr. Casper Waeys. Woo 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 woo! Everyone give it up! Everyone give it up!
Yes.
But yeah, so we thought we'd kind of like try something a little bit different to do a bit more of like an interview thing. I mean, we're going to be aiming for like about an hour today, so we'll try to keep this entertaining and interesting, and hopefully not waffle on too badly. So if I do start waffling, Casper, you have got to try and
I will stop you.
me.
Don't worry.
Please. But yeah, so big up to anyone watching right now. Please give us a share, give us a like, and tell your nan that this is happening right now because she totally wants to watch this, and she wants to see Casper's beautiful mustache. Which look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna go right in. Tell us a little story behind this look, because like this is becoming it's become a bit infamous now, and I'm kind of interested.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to know why, because it's a very unique look. I don't know too many other people in drum and bass with it. Why?
I don't know.
How did this happen?
I mean, it's hard. It basically it really originally stems from me just being too lazy to shave. that's ultimately what it comes from. I was just too lazy to shave, and at one point, like, it started growing more, and I saw it like go to the side, and I was like, could be a cool thing. And I knew there's actually an MC and a Dutch MC that he's pretty big in the Netherlands, I guess. And he has a stash like this too. And
what's his
I don't
name,
know.
sorry?
His MC Multiplex.
Oh, sorry, MC Multiplex. Oh yeah, okay, I know.
Multiplex.
Multiplex.
Yeah. A lot of people do know him, but he had it as well, and it's not like I was like, oh, I want to have that too, but I don't know. I just always thought like curly mustaches were pretty fucking cool, and I never thought I could actually rock one and have the amount of hair growth to have one. But yeah, it turns out I do, and
it looks amazing.
Everyone
loves it. I can already see some really great comments in the chat. Everyone loves your mustache. It's just, as you saw, I tried to do it myself. The other day.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you can do it with the right wax. That's the hard part. I spent, I think, probably like at least half a year trying to find the right wax.
Wow.
And
okay.
then I met Multiplex at like Blackout, and he saw my stash, but it was like, with Blackout I'm dancing and whatever, and it was hot. So like the wax I got in right now is like not the strongest. and he could tell that it was like kind of, the wax was getting hot, and I was sweaty and whatever, so it wasn't like in top form at the time. And he was like, "You got to try this stuff, man," and he gave it to me, and I put it on. And it was like it stayed the whole fucking night.
You were like, "Wow, what is this? Where do I get it? How do I?"
What is this? it's. I got it right here. Just some little promo. It's called Bounders, and it's actually.
You need to do a little ad. You need to do a little advert right here. This isn't an ad.
Yeah,
it's not actually sponsored.
I'm not sponsored, by the way. It's
Buy
just
Bounders.
really wax,
it is the best mustache. Keeps your tash. Perfectly.
It is the best one I've ever tried. So
have you not ever thought of like trying to upgrade to a beard, like to actually kind of like?
I mean, I would love to if I actually had the growth. I got a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't
go the whole way.
But like.
I mean,
as
you can
still
see,
waiting.
I have had a little bit of Yeller has said in the chat, I've gone for the new Backstreet Boys look, clean cut.
13-year-old Backstreet Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of miss it though, and I also did try a mustache, but it didn't quite work.
You did. I mean, your full beard is amazing though. But I very nice beard cast, by the way. This is a very nice facial hair cast.
All right, no, that's good, man. Well,
Multiplex saw the potential on my stash, definitely. James, just.
Yeah. No,
all right. Well.
Man. Well, let's go into a serious question in some respects.
Yeah, go for it, man.
As to why we're here, because as some people may know, you have a brand new EP out on Overview.
What?
Next week?
What the fuck is Overview?
What is Overview? I mean, I don't know if you can kind of like make out a couple of logos about the place.
Yeah, yeah. Next Friday, the 5th of June.
Everyone, the pre-orders are up now, so we've already plugged it. I'm really sorry to have plugged this so soon already, but we've got to kind of
By the way, this podcast is sponsored by Overview. Just so you know,
Bounders and Overview.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us a little bit like behind the EP. What was the kind of like thought behind it, the process? Any particular kind of like theme or narrative, or was it literally just for the honk?
Honk, to be honest. No. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say there's a story behind it. Like, it's not that deep. It's not a conceptual EP or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's not that deep. But I will make one like that. It's fucking ever once probably. But no, this is not it. This is basically I wanted to make like a pretty just a big EP with a couple of really good dance floor smashers. So like, for big people to play it out, and obviously I do like horns. Like folk horns is a thing I do like every so often, and I mean I do try.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, I was definitely gonna say your style is definitely kind of like gone a little bit more leaning over.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, for this EP, it has, and I mean, I'm sure, I'm pretty sure, like my style and sound design does kind of lean towards that kind of sound. But after this EP, I mean, obviously, I have some other stuff on the way as well. Another folk horn
on the way. On the way. It's on the way.
No. It's on the way. It's on the ways. But but yeah, no, I do have some music on the way that is a bit more experimental, which I'm really happy with, and that's definitely also something I'm gonna do with other future music.
Mm-hmm.
To try everything. Obviously, I always am trying everything, but in the end, always the music that I feel most content with that gets released is the more heavy stuff. So, like, but for this EP, it was just like some dance floor smashers, some big tunes to put me on the map. Like,
on the mapper.
To put on the mapper, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Dad jokes already this early. But I mean that's the thing. I think the EP is just like pretty full throttle. I mean, it's probably some of the heaviest stuff we've even put on. I mean, a couple of the tunes. Ultimatum,
I didn't even think you'd
38.
I mean, 38. I wouldn't have guessed you'd actually take that. I was like, I got two tunes. It's like one is this tune. It's almost fucking a neuro tune, and the other one is overview style deep, and he was like, yeah, I want 38.
But you said that apparently Ollie told me that there was a little bit of a test or something, because he really wanted
he
really wanted
that
38,
tune.
and you were like a
Yeah.
bit like, I'm not sure, and then you kind of left it up to me, right? If I'm not too.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, I mean, I didn't think it would fit overview. It would kind of fit the EP. Like so in that case, I was like, fine, but I wouldn't say it would fit overview. And I could have sent it to other labels that it would fit better. But I just I mean, Ollie really liked it, so I was like, yeah, I can send it to you and see what you say. And if you like it, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I know why Ollie likes it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I think for us,
definitely.
like, again, we don't, as you're sort of saying, you don't want to sort of pigeonhole yourself too much. Like for us, for us, it is about the bar of quality, and we certainly did feel that was the one. And again, maybe it was like, again, working on the dance floor, again, fitting with the kind of theme of the EP, being very sort of like,
definitely.
But funnily enough, it's actually been Mapper has been like the one, at least on the promo, which is probably the most sort of reframed one. Why do you think that is? I mean, is there anything you can sort of tell us about that tune? Because I mean, it's a great tune.
That tune just has more soul. Like the other ones are straight up dance floor bangers with horns and stuff, and that shit works for like 2 or 3 times. Like you hear it, and then it's like, okay, you play it live, and that's what it's for. But it's not as much a tune that you would listen to at home. But Mapper is. Mapper is more of a tune that you can listen to whenever. Like I think it's more of a timeless tune than Objection is, for example, or any of the other tunes for that matter. But
interesting.
So yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say I expected it, but it does make sense to me that a lot of people chose that as their favorite.
Yeah. I mean, it mixes really well with everything as well. So that's also another good thing.
Yes.
So yeah, I've got a few questions written down here. I'm gonna ask, how do you make your tune so loud? one for the producers here that might want to know.
Honestly, how do I make it so loud?
You're not going to give away
mix it well. No, but like there's nothing really to it. It's just mix it well. And I mean, one thing I do in the mastering phase, which is, I mean, it's weird as fuck that all these tunes I mastered them myself. Or, I mean, I wouldn't even call it mastering. I just made them loud. But what I did for most of these tunes, and it's also a thing like the final state, I tend to mix with a lot of bass. So basically, what I do is I take a shit ton of bass out, like right before I start to pump up the volume, and then I just smash it completely. So just take out some low end and just smash it. That's how I make it loud, but I'm sure there are way better ways to do that.
Mike Vow in there is saying sausage fattener.
Sausage fattener, definitely. Also, Saturn 2 just came out, and for those who are my patrons, you know how much I love Saturn 2. I have yet to use it, but I'm sure it will make my mix twice as loud because Saturn 1
twice as loud. Fucking hell, that's gonna be like
definitely. Saturn 2 is like. I mean, at Saturn 2, it's like double of Saturn 1, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be twice as loud.
It's going to be like the same as like a rocket taking off on that kind of same.
Yes,
same
exactly. Exactly. Just checking in. Someone asked, "How much did I get paid for this?" Fucking hell! As if Overview has money.
Well, we're doing a bit better recently. What with Patreon and all that. I mean, obviously, we've lost out on like gigs and stuff, which has cost a little bit.
I'm just kidding. I do this because it's fun.
I'd say, well, that was something actually that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about because, and also help you plug the Patreon because you are one of the artists that does have a Patreon. If anyone wants to sign up, go to patreon.com/Waeys.
You get early access to 2 tunes of the new EP.
You get early access to 2 new tunes of EP.
Yes.
Plus all the other. Well, you got a lot of stuff on there. Tell us a little bit about what you what you've been doing there, and
Yeah.
any sort of like plans, and how you've been sort of feeling it and getting on with it.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a ton of fun. Like, having a community of people that love your music and just be there and stuff and whatever. It's great. It's really fun. But I think what I do is
Casper, you got a bit you've broken up a little bit there. You went a bit all robot.
Oh shit.
You've frozen a little bit on me. It's just. I'm gonna see if I can wait. I'm gonna see if I can recreate the. Wait, let's see if I wait. Here we go.
Hold up.
Do you wanna try and come out of the call and then come back in, or are you?
Oh, it's good. It's good. All right. It should be fine. It should be fine now. Is it?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay,
all right,
yeah,
okay, so repeat Patreon. What have you been doing? And tell us a little bit about that. Like, what's been going on there?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Having like a little community of people that love your music, and just being able to share that with them. It's really cool. Basically, what I do is just. I do sample packs not every month, but every so often. Try to do every month, but sample packs are a little bit of work.
How much stuff have you got? How much stuff have you had in your sample packs?
I don't know, probably close to 60 samples every pack, including kicks, snares, bass lines. Percussion loops, pads, effects, everything. Just as like the regular packs you would find on Splice or.
And you can get that. You can get that on like which tier is that? Is that all tiers?
The first tier, all tiers get the sample packs.
And how much is it for this wonderful deal here?
Only €5.
Oh my god! No way.
Yes, but that's one thing, and I also do I do a couple Patreon exclusive tunes. I've got 2 on there right now, but I will remove those after this month. Otherwise, I'll talk about that later. But I don't know. I'm gonna try to do more Patreon exclusives, but it's a little hard because I've got so many tunes in the making now that all are going like on an EP or a single, or they're going somewhere, So I don't have that many spare tunes that don't get released to put on Patreon. So what I do is I just give early access to tunes that are getting released, as I do now with this EP. But I also did it with Delta 9 EP and with the Skank and Bass release. I just gave them like a couple weeks early for them to enjoy, and just put them. They can put them in mixes and do whatever with it. Basically that's it.
But you've been enjoying the challenge of the Patreon thing, like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. And I also do streams. Try to do them every week, but I'm a little busy with uni now, so like it doesn't happen every week. But like at least twice a month. And most months a little, like 3 times a month or whatever. Yeah. In which I just do production sessions. Like I work on tunes that are getting released. I work on tunes from scratch. I do sound design sessions. I'm thinking of doing like feedback stuff, probably, or something I've seen a couple people do. For example, the Skylark and Caracal Project Patreon, they do like a stem roulette where people can send them stems. I think that's a very original and cool idea, so I might fucking steal it.
Skylark has literally just messaged into the chat. Actually,
very cool.
He just said hello. He just put P music, so I think we know what he's talking about.
Nice Penis music, yes.
Yeah,
no, but like that's a really cool idea. So I think I might do something like that at one point. So I'm still thinking about what I can do to like get a little bit more interaction going, and do some fun stuff with the community aside from just the streams. but yeah, that's what I've been doing so far, and it's a lot of fun, man.
I mean, I think certainly because obviously Overview has a Patreon now as well. Just to
Yeah,
but
plug it.
plug it. You know, you've got to plug it. But I think it's actually surprisingly a lot more work than it's certainly a lot more work than I realised in some respects, and certainly as it grows and gets bigger, and you have more people joining the management side of it, and that kind of pressure to keep people interested and not like, you know, because they got to keep on coming back every month rather than being like, well, I'm wasting my money. And it's certainly a bit. Gene has suggested a mustache tutorial. So
okay, fuck it, I'll do it.
We could do how to wax your mustache with Waeys. I think that could work quite well.
I will also do a tutorial on how to grow one. It will be like a couple month long tutorial of me just
or you could do that. You could do it so you could shave it off and then do that, like, you know, like the guy that takes a photo like every day, and then it just gradually grows out of your face.
I mean, I don't even remember how long it took me to get it this far, and I don't know if I want to shave it all off.
Yeah,
but maybe let's say that. Actually, shave it off. I'll do it.
You'll shave it off if everyone here signs up to Casper's Patreon right now. He'll shave off his mustache.
Fuck! I might actually put a goal on the Patreon, like at 100 patrons, I'll shave off my stash.
Or you could add a tier. It could be €100 tier for your mustache. So you know,
I'll fucking shave it off and send it to you in an envelope.
Hey, €100, man, €100. Yeah, that grows back again.
You'll have a fucking legendary stash, man. Like, come on. Yeah, it has been on this lip for like a fucking year, so it's really fucking old. No.
Would you want to wear it? You could like put it on and stick it on, like
a fake board mustache, but like it's my mustache.
But it's real.
Fuck, would be sick, man.
I mean, you can obviously you can sell hair, but I don't know. Probably someone in China would probably buy your mustache. To be fair, like.
I don't even want to think about that. Okay, next question.
Next question. Good. Move on.
Yeah.
So you kind of touched on a little bit because you said you have quite a few tracks coming out on some labels very soon.
Yes.
Some people probably know. I don't know what you can or can't say. But I'm not gonna try and push you.
I don't know either.
I'm not gonna push you for that. But let's just say it's some very big labels. How has that been? And have you got any advice for people that want to be signed to a major label within the drum and bass scene? And how have you sort of like found the experience? Anything you can touch on that? I'm going in deep now. Sorry, I'm just wanting to like.
I mean, no. That's. I mean, it's a good question. It's just that I don't know if my answer will be like a good answer, because if I'm honest, like I just made music, just released it, and the labels reached out to me. Like I didn't send them anything or whatever. They just reached out to me, and that's all I did.
Just made good music.
Yeah. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what it comes down to. But if you want to get released on like big labels, I'd say start with like sending your music to some of the artists that release on the labels, and see what if they like, maybe see if you can like get a collab going with one of those artists, and that will definitely give you a head start. Because obviously the artists that are already released there have good contact with the label managers or label owners, and they can, you know, show the collab or other stuff to them if they have a good connection with them. And from that, you know, if a label boss likes the music, they will, if they want to release it, they'll reach out to you. And another thing is, I'd say don't get discouraged. Like, I mean, there are a ton of fucking good labels. You should always aim for the sky, but like take your time with it. Don't try to rush things.
Overnight. I mean, you've been producing how many years now? Should we say?
Drum and bass for like I mean, about 1.5, but music in general,
Yeah.
like but music in general for like 7 or maybe 8 years.
And obviously you played music before that as well. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
as well.
instruments. I play guitar, I play bass. So
It's been a long
you
process.
know,
But you said
yeah,
you've
yeah,
actually been
definitely
you've been
a lot.
producing music on a computer now for so eight years.
7, 8 years. Yeah, 8 years
Right.
probably. Definitely.
So that yeah, I mean, and you'd probably say that it's really taken off in the last two years. Would you say
One
two?
and yeah, 1.5. Like since the overview release, like the first one last year, the Wobble EP. Since that one, it has. Since that one, it has been good. Yeah.
Gene's in here saying, "Oh, he's making him rethink my work." But you know, I think that's testament there to a story of like, because I think some people have seen Waeys come out of nowhere in some respects. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was Yella. Big up to Yella, the man, the myth, the legend,
My boy.
who obviously introduced us to, you know, or introduced us to your music, and from there it went on. But that's the thing, is like you said, you had that first release on Overview, and like you had nothing else in drum and bass. You weren't like known in drum and bass, had no other, and obviously, you know, Overview's not bad, and it's a reasonable, you know, place to start. And but that's the thing, is that some people obviously then wouldn't know the backstory of like, well, there was actually 7 years of trial and error and
a lot of fucking shitty music. Like a ton of shitty music. The thing is, like, before I even released an overview, I already had, I think, 2,000 followers on SoundCloud and releases on a couple big labels, but like completely different music. And like I wouldn't say I had a name in it. I was present in a lot of more dubstep communities, and people know who I was, but like it wasn't ever like something decent, I'd say. But yeah, for those people, I've been around longer. But for the drum and bass community, I've been around for only 1.5 years, maybe a little longer. So
yeah, no, that's interesting. I tell you what, I'm actually now thinking, 'cause I completely forgot that we can actually play music on this. Like we are actually capable of playing some music.
Let's fucking do it.
I tell you what, there's one question here. He says, Gene says, do you regret those older releases before Overview?
Yes, completely.
Oh no!
I mean, no. Like I don't regret the release. I mean, it's hard to say. It's just that, like the tunes that I released, that, you know, were on a pretty decent label. They were like melodic dubstep kind of stuff, and they're still on my Spotify. And they, not anymore, but they used to have like pretty like decent amount of plays, like 40,000 and 20,000 streams on Spotify. So they were in the top 10 all the time, regardless of like what new music I would release. And that's fucking that's I don't like that, because it doesn't represent me at all at this point. And it was still the first thing that people saw when they came to my Spotify page, which is a pretty big platform where people, you know, discover music apart from SoundCloud. But SoundCloud is like, it's not nearly as big as Spotify is. So there was a time where I was really annoyed with it and regretted releasing that, because in the contract it actually said that if I wanted to have it removed from the label or Spotify, I had to pay like a pretty fucking big sum of money.
And it's still all there and all the rest of it.
It's still there, yeah. It's still on Spotify. You can still listen to it.
What's it called?
Please don't listen to it. No, please don't listen to it. You can find it. I mean, if you let's see, if I open my page and you press on like show more in the top 10.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna play a tune. I'm gonna play something from the first Overview EP, just because.
Nah, fuck it. New.
All right. Yeah. To be fair, we have heard the rest of that. Okay, so should we put Mapper on? Should we do it? Should we put on the?
Fuck it. The favorite, the fan favorite.
The fan favorite. Okay, so we're gonna give you a little preview now of Mapper, which is one of the tracks off the forthcoming Objection EP, which is going to be out Friday the 5th of June. Go get your pre-orders in now. And here it is. Is it here? There we go.
I'm just gonna have a listen on my phone and mute myself so I can hear it.
I'm in my mind. I'm in my mind. Right, so that is Mappa. That is, as we said, forthcoming on the Overview EP. Casper. Well, I'm just going to keep it slowly, quietly playing in the background. I know, obviously, well, you can't actually hear it, unfortunately. So we're still trying to work out. This is still like a very, very new thing we're trying to sort of do. But yeah, massive tune. As I was getting a good bit of reaction in there. You can get it this coming Friday. What are you waiting for? Go to Beatport right now. I was gonna say, yeah, you obviously recognise these. These are this was your present for me in Holland back in the day.
Yeah, my present to Peter.
My present. Anyway, look, I'm gonna. Be sensible, Pete. Come on. Otherwise, this is just going to descend into chaos. We've got to keep this. We've got to keep this somewhat organised.
Next question.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We kind of roughly touched on it there because if some people don't know, when we released the Roppel EP last year on Overview, Casper also organised a release party for it. We did a release party in his home city of The Hague.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the club was called because I certainly can't pronounce it.
Magazine is basically called the warehouse, like magazine, but it's like really small. Magazine is not.
Well, it was like a vibey like techno club, wasn't it? Like
yeah, it is like a techno club normally. Like really like not much lights, not much effects going on, just like a bare function one system and like. In a basement.
It was good. It was really good. I mean, honestly, that whole weekend was amazing. And then the Music Squad gig the week after, and it was just really inspiring sort of thing. And I'll be honest, like I've been to a number of places in Europe, and I definitely rate Holland, the Netherlands, very highly as just a country in general, in just the terms of like. I don't know, the freedoms the country seemed to have, and just the way that the system seems to operate there. I mean, obviously, I don't know, being there, it's always the grass is always greener and all that. But I just wanted to sort of touch because you are also an event promoter for those that don't know. Oh, we got another track starting to play there. We're gonna wait for some more music. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you said, tell us a little bit about your night that you obviously run, and also just a little bit about the sort of like Dutch drum and bass scene, your kind of opinions and feeling on that.
Yeah, well, I promote a couple nights. the one we did, the overview night in The Hague, that has kind of been on a halt right now because I mean obviously now, but like even before that, it has been on a halt because the club was just kind of giving us fucking shit dates, and we were like, fuck you, we'll do it somewhere else, and we're probably moving clubs with that particular event, which is only an upgrade because we're going to a way bigger club.
Right.
So
not the same one that we did the Music Squad gig at, was it? Not that one.
Sorry?
Not the same one that we did not the same one that the Music Squad gig was on, because that was a really lovely club. That one.
Yeah, that's a good one, but the one we're going to is even. I mean, it's a different vibe, but it's more prestigious. I'd say it's an actual like. It's like actual venue. It's not a club. It's an actual venue with also that has like big bands and whatever. They have 2 rooms, maximum capacity of like 1,200. But we're probably moving, at least when we get the concept complete and when all this shit is over. We're moving to the small room, which is about 400.
Nice.
And I also already do an event there, but it's not drum and bass. I promote a psytrance event as well in that same room. Which is a lot of fucking fun, honestly. It's really.
Where
fun.
are the dreadlocks? I'm surprised that
I just shaved it all off, man. But yeah, the other event, which is my favorite by far, is Rolling in the Deep, and it's an event in Utrecht, in a venue called The Helling, 450 capacity, so it's pretty decent. We've done some pretty cool stuff there. The concept is basically only deep drum and bass, so we try to keep it as close to deep drum and bass as we can. So we last edition we had Monty, Ill Truth, Coherent, Kirill, that kind of stuff, and the first edition we had Brethren and QZB. So pretty decent names.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
it's been amazing.
I mean, just even from a drum and bass fans' perspective, I think those lineups were like they rival like English lineups. Not to sort of.
I guess so. Like
you don't see so many like that in Europe in some respects. I don't know. Like
yeah, that's the thing. In the Netherlands, like we have a couple promoters that do that stuff. We have Tribe, and we have
pick up the Tribe boys.
Yeah, Tribe's really fucking cool, and we have Curated By, which do. They do the 1985 events. They do the official curated by events. They also do the North Quarter events, and that's basically. I'm pretty sure I'm missing. I mean, my own smaller event that we do in The Hague is also like a competitor for this, but we never book that kind of like that big artist. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. So if if some promoter is watching, don't kill me.
You didn't mention us. You left us out.
That's. I think that's about the only. There are a couple in Groningen. There are a couple events in Groningen. Breakfast. Do that kind of lineups as well.
Mm-hmm. But you've seen a really great response for Rolling in the Deep then, like
yeah, man, it's been amazing. Honestly, the first one was vibe as hell, but the second one was perfect, almost sold out, and we had like a couple members of our team made a fucking amazing stage decoration, and it looked so good. It looked so amazing, and the whole night was vibey as hell.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because I'm gonna do this whole. Who's the guy in the Joe Rogan podcast called when he goes, "Hey, can you just pull it up? Can you just
yeah, we need someone like that. Where's Ollie?
Where's Ollie? Where's Ollie? Or Dan? We'll get someone here. Can you just pull that up? You can hear it. So that was shit. So that was the 28th of February. You had that one. Monty, Kirill, Ill Truth.
Yeah,
Coherent.
Yeah. It was right before the fucking lockdown and everything happened. We were actually pretty scared that it was going to be cancelled because
you were fucking lucky, man. You were lucky.
Kirill's from Italy, and that was right about the time that shit went completely fucked in Italy, and we were like, "Fuck, maybe he can't come."
I'm pulling that up there. Like everyone can see. That's actually Hayden from from Ill Truth standing in the middle of that.
Yeah,
that's epic.
Picture of the stage decoration.
Yeah. So it's with the 2 fans on the side, and it's like a big pod. They made that. They just made it.
Yeah, they actually made it from wood. Like we had a guy design the stage
Wow.
who does it. Who does that often. And then he also did the VJing. So he got his laptop and did some projections on the thing.
Right.
And then we every event we hire those fans from another promoting organization, and they just we hire the fans from them, and they are also they have like the RGB lighting and stuff, so they can be hooked up to the whole light system, and it's fucking amazing. It's
I'm coming to the next one.
Yeah, you fucking should.
I was tempted for the last one. Kind of gutted.
It's a shame the next one isn't going through, but like, I mean,
have you got any more plans? Have you got any definite plans or anything that you are?
Yeah, I mean, like, how definite can it be in this current situation? Like, we have stuff planned for next year, definitely. 2021 is, if all goes right, then we just continue business as usual and with the same line as we had. Obviously, we had another edition that was supposed to be last week. In a different venue, with Enai, which was in the Veronica ship in Amsterdam, which is literally a boat. It's in the water, and we had a boat party. Basically,
boat, Amsterdam, drum and bass.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect
there.
recipe, but we would have had Enai over at that point, but yeah, I mean, that's obviously that's going to be postponed a year. So if all goes well, that will still happen just next year.
I want to keep it light today, so I'm not going to start going off on the whole like, hey, how do you feel about being affected? Yeah, we'll try not to do that. But I will ask. So what's your kind of like feeling on the Dutch sort of scene then, and kind of like where you guys are at? Because I mean, for me, from the outside looking in, I think that it's got one of the strongest scenes in Europe, really. Now,
yeah, one of the I think so. Yeah,
top three,
pretty,
maybe top three. I don't know.
I you could say that. I mean, yeah, we got a pretty strong crowd. We had a lot of cool people that are more into the the more kind of the heads, the more deep kind of sound. There's for everyone there's something, and it's going well. It's only been growing, I think, especially on like since deep drum and bass and that kind of vibe is getting bigger in general, and you can see that the Netherlands does grow with that. And yeah, I mean we have Liquidity Festival, obviously, which is a fucking amazing festival.
He's from the Netherlands? Maris.
Maduk.
No, the founder of Liquidity. Is it?
Yeah. They're all Dutch. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So again, that's like testament. I mean, obviously you got guys like Imanu and Boonshin, coming through. Which I think is obviously and yourself. I think is only going to sort of like
we're keeping the Dutch scene strong.
Is there anyone else from the Netherlands that we should be sort of like looking out for? Any more sort of producers, any young guns coming through?
Fuck, I should have prepared this. I'm sure they're
no.
No. There definitely are. There's a couple of I mean, I'm not even sure if he has a Facebook page, but like, there's a guy called Nellen, and he makes some cool fucking stuff. He hasn't released anything, but
really?
I'm pretty sure he will release some good tunes at one point. At least the stuff he shows me it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and there are a couple others that are like starting and already make pretty decent stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, obviously, if he's obviously just sitting back and waiting for the right time to put the music out, because I know the Boonshin kind of did that a little bit where he would, I remember talking to him, sort of having that very much like just waiting, building, working at it, and then
exactly,
bam, come in.
I mean, there's still my boy Yellow who's gonna take over the scene. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But
yeah, big up to Yellow. I think he probably is watching somewhere right now.
He is probably
I imagine. I'm lovely guy as well. He's got a really good remix coming actually. I probably should. Can I play it, Yellow? It might be somewhere, but Well, this is supposed to be the Ways show anyway. We'll probably keep it. You know, I can't actually. I'm not even sure.
Oh wait, you can do it at the end.
Do it at the end. Do it at the end. But yeah, it's got some really cool music. But no, I mean, you know, in general, it's good. You know, good to see. You know, Europe and places like the Netherlands. You know, just it's testament to show how this scene has evolved and how this scene has changed, and now, you know, Holland being a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Taking over.
Another question that I have here to keep this on track. How do you deal with writer's block? You seem to. You've made a lot of music recently. Like
I never have writer's block, man. I'm not the, no, I'm kidding. I do have writer's block, but like it depends, man. It's how I deal with it basically is I just like sometimes I wouldn't even say it's writer's block, but sometimes I just don't feel like making music, and even though and sometimes there are moments when I try and it doesn't really work, I don't get too stressed about it. I don't say to myself like, oh fuck, I think it's not like that. The way I handle it is just when a tune isn't working, or when, like, you know, every day I try to make a tune and it's not working, I just let it go, just do some other stuff, make some other music, maybe make some beats, fucking, I don't know, do some sound design, do some things that you will have, you know, for especially sound design sessions are really good. Because you're making stuff that you can use later, and it doesn't really require you to think about stuff in the context of a whole song, like will this fit, or, you know, is it right conceptually, but it's just making sounds, it's just making weird fucking stuff, and you can definitely use that in your productions at one point, even if it sounds like, even if you won't use them in your next tune, you will use them in your third EP after that. Whatever, just do something, and at one point you will get out of that block, and you will be able to write another good tune. Then you'll sorry,
no, carry on.
Go ahead.
No, well, I was going to say on the flip side of that, because obviously you're saying if you know, having the writer's block, and I guess going into you know, you releasing a lot of music, or having released and releasing a lot of music, how do you go about finishing a track? Do you have any sort of tips or tricks to...
I mean most of my tracks just finish themselves. Like, it depends on where you're at in the track. Let's say you have like an intro and you have a first drop, then all you have to do from there is, like, there's not much left to do, because you have the general concept of the track. You just have to work it out and detail it more. And, you know, get a second drop that's different from the first, because, you know, copy pasting is for bitches. But you can definitely copy paste though. I've done it. I've done it. Like copy your intro to your break and add some stuff, and that's it. Like, you don't have to go it should be, you know, it should flow perfectly to that part, like the whole conceptual thing. I'm not really about that. It's cool if you can do that, and if it works well, it can work really well, but it's not generally something I do. Although I gotta say, it's something I've done. I have been doing more lately for my future releases, but you'll hear that when it's out. But finishing tune is not that hard if you got the general concept and thing already set. Right. I think what a lot of people struggle with is, like, they want to finish a song, but the song is not even ready to be finished. Like, the drop is not there, the intro is not there. Before you can finish the song, the whole concept has to be standing there. Like, it has to be ready to be finished. So I think that's maybe something I'd rather say, go work on the first drop, make it as good as possible, and keep it at that, and then just, you know, let it, you know, close the project, go do something else or whatever, or make a new one, let it sit for a week, and then go back at it and just take the drop, make it different, and try to finish it. But I think that would be that's normally how I go about it, and that's what I would advise to other people. But obviously, like what works for me should like will not always work for you, or it will not at all, or it will work every time. I don't know. That's my experience.
No, it's interesting. Dude. We've got another question in here from Gene. I think he says that I have I'm not pronouncing his. How do you pronounce it? Jean?
Jean, it's Jean. Yeah, it's Jean.
Gene. No, it's Jean.
Jean.
Okay, Jean. It is Jean. Oh god, I'm British. I'm British and I'm ignorant, and it looks like Gene to me, but it is. There you go. I've been saying Gene the whole time, but he asked, "Have you got any Wish collabs? Anybody you would like to be collabing with?" Or...
Oh yes, definitely. I think my top one right now is Level Up. He's been my favorite producer.
Really, really.
Since he's been like releasing on Critical and stuff, like his stuff is so, like he's definitely one of my favorites right now. So that's one I would definitely like to collab with. I mean, obviously, like the obvious like Express and Skeptical, but I mean it's not really realistic.
Well,
it's not happening anytime soon.
I
think
maybe that's like the obvious. As I said, like, the obvious answer. That Alex Perez Skeptical.
Yeah.
But Leveler is like. I mean, I'm good friends with Callum actually. That'll happen. And I reckon after this. Do you talk to him at all or?
Yeah. I talk to him fairly often, so I'm pretty sure it will happen at one point.
Callum, collab with this man. Hurry up.
Yeah,
sort it out.
if you're in here, let's get on it.
I'm calling him out.
Yeah,
that's good. To be fair, Callum's actually he's a really really lovely bloke because he lives up the road. He lives up the road from where
he lives
in
Brighton. Yeah,
and I've sort of like again seen his progression, and he's the kind of guy who's like a really good guy, really deserves it.
Even interview, man, kan even niet plaatsen.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of an interview. It won't be long. Yeah. We won't be long. Sorry. You can have Casper all to yourself very soon.
Yes.
But no, he's a lovely guy, and I reckon he's the kind of person that would be probably up for doing that.
Yeah, I hope so. Definitely. Yeah.
We got a couple more questions in. We're gonna be wrapping up like relatively shortly. We're on 51, so we can give it another little bit. I wouldn't mind playing one more tune, cool. probably to close it off. Yoris asked, "Do you have any Foghorn related memory you're most fond of?"
Fuck it out. I mean, I have a lot of memories of Foghorns that I'm really fond of, but oh man, I mean, there's a couple. I think there's like at one point it was when Serum was playing on Liquidity like 2 years ago, and back then I wasn't really. It was 2 years ago. I wasn't really into the Foghorn thing. I mean, I'm sure it was a thing back then already, but I wasn't really aware of it. Mm-hmm. But I did know there were a couple tunes, and I think one was Burnt Ends by Kings of the Rollers.
Right.
That I knew that it was there, and I've heard it before, and I really liked it, but I just couldn't find what tune it was. I was like, what tune is this? And then it was at Liquidity that Serum was playing, and it was the less sad. It was the closing set.
Of the whole
like festival? Smallest stage. No, of the smallest stage. There were like there's three stages, but it was the smallest stage, and he closed the Sunday, so it was pretty much the last set for us for the festival.
Nice.
And it was such a fucking good set. It was amazing. It was like
a sick DJ. It goes deep, but doesn't have like a lot of.
And I think that's one of the moments that I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Foghorns, dude, yeah. I think that was it. It's fucking amazing, man. Yeah, that's one of them, and I think another one was like, I think I don't know, probably Benny L.
What about you? What about you dropping any of your own music anywhere? When we did have gigs? What about you dropping any of your own music anywhere, like when you did have gigs?
I mean that one tune that it's not called Benny times 4 anymore, but it was called Benny times 4 for those who know. But that one's coming out pretty soon. I've always had good reactions to that one. People are always going mad on that one, so
that's a really good tune.
I think that's a fun one. I actually played that for the first time at the Music Squad gig after the overview night. I jumped in behind the decks.
I remember.
Go. I was like, fuck it, okay. Put my USB there and played that one, and I was like, yeah.
I should have jumped on. I should have just muscled my way in. I was a little bit getting caught up in the moment. We have one. I tell you what, we'll have one more question because Sesko is asking, what product do you use to twist the end of your mustache? I know that we've already shown it once, but you know,
I'll show it again.
It's been sponsored by the show, so
yes. I'll show you
Boulder,
too,
send Waeys mustache.
Yeah, Bounders, send it to me. No, I got you. Like the one that's in my mustache right now, but it's not the best, but it's fine for now. But like when I go partying, like this one will not hold. But it's this one. It's called Captain Fawcett. It's mirrored, but it's called Captain Fawcett. It's pretty good. It smells nice.
The mustache looks strong on the packaging, so that's already a good sign. Yeah. That's a strong mustache. It's
a sandalwood like kind of smell. It smells pretty nice. But when I go partying or whatever, like I use this one. It's called Bounders, and it's fucking amazing. It stays the whole night.
There you go.
It's
now you know.
It's like cement, man. It's really good. The only fucked up part is like getting it out of your stash. It's horrible. It hurts so much. It's like pulling and hot water and pulling, and it's it's not the most.
Well, I think we'll pretty much look to wrap it up. Before we play I tell you what. Before we play one final tune, have you got any like last any words you want to say? Anything you want to say? Any shout outs or anything you want to?
I'm so fucking bad at this shit. Like,
I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't know, man.
Say something.
Shout out to Overview. No. I think shout out to Overview. Shout out to fucking my mom. I don't know, man.
Shout out to Foghorns.
Shout out to Foghorns, definitely, and shout out to Bounders Wax. Sponsor me, fucking.
Give me free fucking mustache wax. All right, so we'll play one final tune off the EP. Casper, would you like to pick which tune you would like to play?
Play the fuck it. Play Benny Times 4. Do it.
You want me to play Benny Times 4? Oh, okay,
yeah,
all right.
Like the newest version. I sent it to you, right?
Where did you send it to me?
It's in the Discord.
Could you send it to me on Facebook?
On Discord, I can send it to you on Facebook. Hold up.
Sorry, guys. This is proper like.
Peter's stupid, but you can just play it in the Dropbox, and it will probably pick up the sound.
Fucking genius, man. You are not just a lovely mustache.
No, I'm smart as a heck.
Smart. I can't see it. Come on, hurry up.
No, wait, it's still trying to. My Facebook is fucking.
We're trying to do quite a lot. So yeah, we're gonna roll in to one final tune, but thank you to everyone that has been tuning in today. This was a little bit of an experiment, and I think it's been fun. I think that we've had.
I'm surprised there are still this many people watching.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, seriously. Like, what are you still doing here?
Fucking nice. Yeah, why are you here? Fucking leave already.
Yeah, seriously. Go.
All right, I send you the tune.
It's Tota, right?
Yeah.
Or Tota?
It's called Toter.
What?
Toter.
Why Tota? What's a Tota?
Because that's the funny thing. That's because Toter is basically like in Dutch. Toeter means foghorn.
Really?
Yeah. And I always made like the word joke like Toter, and I don't know. I thought like, yeah, fuck it, I'll call it Toter. It's a funny meme for the people that understand it, for like the Dutch people. And for the rest, it's like, oh yeah, Toter. Okay, cool. It's just
for some reason I think of like a tater tot or I thought it's like some sort of like potato smile or something.
Yeah,
no, it's a popcorn.
Maybe that will be the artwork.
Well, this is brand new forthcoming Waeys, and we can't say where it's coming on Divided. Shut up.
You did.
Yeah. Big up to everyone. This is Tota.
Music.
Penis music. Yeah. All right, so fuck it. This has been epic. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Going in for the second drop.
Even better.
All right. Everyone just chill out. That was Toter. Foghorns do go honk. And so yeah, I think that's just about it. Thank you very much for doing this with me today, Casper. It's been been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
We'll have to do it again soon. Don't write this off.
Yes.
It's been the last time.
Let's do it.
And yeah, shout out to everyone that's been listening and watching. And don't forget that Waeys' Objection EP is out next Friday. Make sure you go get your pre-orders in, get your horns in, get your honks in.
Get your honks in.
Yeah, thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. Goodbye.
Big up.
Big up.